and Visger Preparatory Academy ELL Support Services. The Home Language Survey allows for us to collect two types of information on each student. It allows for us to see what students have come from different districts that they are transferring from. It also allows for us to capture our kindergarten students, as well as students who are new to the country, and students who may have came from private or Christian schools. PSYOP is Sheltered Instruction Observation Protocol. It is a framework for organizing instructional practices. It's scientifically proven to improve the development of English language proficiency of ESL students. It allows for teachers to use the components and integrate within their teaching content to improve language development. All ELL students will take the WIDA assessment in February of each year. This assessment will check their learning development in speaking, reading, listening, and writing. After the WIDA assessment, they will receive an individualized report, which is called Access for ELL's English Language Proficiency Test. It will provide detailed information on how they have progressed in learning English. At Visger Preparatory Academy, our ELL students will have daily opportunities to reinforce their English proficiency through small group instruction. Our bilingual specialists will provide small group reinforcement in learning activities in reading and writing. This will allow our students to hear and speak in their native language as well as English so that they can become English proficient over time. Here are some ways that families can support their students' learning. Supporting kindergarten through second grade students. At home, you can provide them with opportunities to build phonological awareness. This refers to the ability to manipulate the sounds that make up language, independence of learning. Encourage your child to talk by providing prompts when children need help in expressing themselves. Play games and other activities to help children identify the letters of the alphabet, as well as interactive experiences with language and print through poems, nursery rhymes, and songs. Supporting kindergartners through second grades. In the home, provide opportunities to build phonological awareness. This refers to the ability to manipulate sounds that make up language, independent of meaning. Number one, encourage children to talk by providing prompts when children need help in expressing themselves. 2, play games and other activities to help children identify the letters of the alphabet. And lastly, interactive experiences with language and print through poems, nursery rhymes, and songs. When supporting ELL learners in grades 3rd through 5th, it is important to provide them with opportunities that are self-directed, and it would allow for them to show their interests and their other language abilities. Continue to build listening comprehension through read alouds by reading to your children as they listen. As you read aloud, model reading fluency and enrich their expressive vocabulary. You can also read and have them verbally summarize what they have heard, as well as include writing activities that would allow them to recap what was read aloud in written form. Supporting students in 3rd through 5th grades. At home, provide children with the opportunities for self-directed activities so that ELLs can choose activities that match both their interests and their language abilities. Build listening comprehension skills by reading aloud to your children as they listen. And as you read aloud, model reading fluency and enrich their expressive vocabulary. Read to children verbally and have them summarize what they have read or heard. And lastly, include writing activities that will allow them to recap what was read aloud in written form.
The teachers at Visger also support our students in mathematics. Studies show that when students learn new concepts at school, it is harder to learn new things in a new language. So we want to stress the fact that it is okay and acceptable to practice math at home in their native language. This also goes for any subject. It is actually better in the long term if students practice in their native language. So once a child is in school, they will practice English with their teacher as she uses research-based strategies and PSYOP while given instruction. In kindergarten, students spend much of their time in math class learning the numbers up to 100. Have your child physically count items such as coins, toys, beads, and other objects. Have your child write out the numbers as well as identifying them. Discuss with your child which group of objects are greater, which group of objects are less, and which group of objects are equal. In third grade, students will spend much of their time in math class learning about fractions and equal parts. You can have your child help find examples of dividing food into equal parts, such as pizza or cake, and have them explain the amount of each part. Another good example is to have your child share something equally with others, such as sharing 6 cookies equally with 3 siblings. In fourth and fifth grade, students continue to practice their multiplication facts that they've learned but may not have mastered in third grade. Some things you can do to help your child is to practice each times table on its own until mastery. You can practice multiplication facts while driving in a car and create scenarios using multiplication, such as Tony saves $8 a week. How much will he have after 7 weeks? You may use traditional flashcards and then have students draw pictures representing the multiplication facts. You could also have students roll 2 dice together and then multiply the 2 numbers. There are so many ways you can help your child at home. You can always contact your child's teacher for more strategies.
Thank you so much for taking the opportunity to listen and view our PowerPoint on how we service and support our ELL students here at Visger. Gracias.